A letter bearing the signature of the future pope shows then-Cardinal Joseph Ratzinger resisted defrocking a California priest with a record of sexually molesting children after his case had languished for years at the Vatican. The 1985 letter that the Associated Press obtained exclusively was typed in Latin. It's part of years of written communication between the Diocese of Oakland and the Vatican about the proposed defrocking of Father Stephen Keesley. The correspondence is the strongest signal yet that Pope Benedict XVI handled sexual abuse cases earlier in his career. The Vatican refused to comment on the contents of the letter Friday, but a spokesman confirmed that it bore Ratzinger's signature.
The pattern and practice of Cardinal Ratzinger was to delay the process because there was a concern that if all of a sudden you're laicizing numbers of priests, somebody's going to start asking questions.
San Diego attorney Erwin Zalkin sued the Oakland Diocese on behalf of several of Keesley's victims. He's familiar with the correspondence but did not provide the documents to the AP.
Their biggest concern was how to protect the universal church from any scandal. Scandal was considered a sin.
The AP consulted with the University of Southern California scholar to translate the Latin letters. The letter from then-Cardinal Ratzinger says the arguments for removing Keesley are of grave significance. But any decision to defrock Keesley must take into account the good of the universal church and the detriment that granting the dispensation can provoke within the community of Christ's faithful, particularly considering the young age. Keesley is now a registered sex offender and lives in Walnut Creek, California. The AP attempted to reach him but was unsuccessful. Thursday night, the AP asked his former bishop about what he remembered about the case.
Well, I didn't care for him. I really didn't know him. I'd been in Sacramento, he was troubled.
Maureen Barrand worked with Keesley at the Oakland Diocese Youth Ministry Office. After learning of his history, she complained to church officials.
There's a way of being ignorant that isn't your fault. And there's a way of being ignorant that is your fault. And then there's denial. I am really sad that it's have to come to this to protect kids.
John Moe, The Associated Press, Los Angeles.